Welcome to A Safe Place with Ellen. Today we're going to talk about some ways or tips that we or family members may be able to help victims of domestic violence. It becomes very difficult when we find out someone that we love happens to be in one of these situations, and it's scary, and we never know what to say, or we don't know how to help. So today we're going to talk about those things, and maybe we'll learn some things and be able to help the people that we love. One of the things we need to do when we reach out to support someone in a domestic violence situation, we need to make time. And when I say make time, what I mean is set aside time. Because one of the last things you want to do is, start a conversation with someone and then, be interrupted or have to stop in the middle. Because if that person decides to disclose to you some things, you want to be there. You want to be able to give all the support that they need. In starting a conversation with someone who's going through domestic violence, or that that we're trying to support, that has been in that situation, one of the things we could say is that, I'm concerned about you. I'm worried. I've noticed some things, and I'm just here. I just want to listen. And when we are. This person may or may not open up. We have to take it slow. It needs to be really calm. We're just lending an ear. We're there. We're there just to listen, not to be judgmental, not to give advice, and not to fix. We just want this person to, if they want to talk to us and they want to tell us their story, we're just here to listen to their story. Another thing, and this is a big thing, believe the victim. Believe the person that has decided to tell us their story. We want to believe them. And in believing them, tell them that we believe them. We understand, we believe their story, because we might be the very first person or the only person that they have decided to trust and talk about their struggles and the things that they're going through and the abuse. So in telling them we believe them, what we're saying is we know this is true. So we're giving them hope, and even possibly hope for the future, hope that things are going to get better because they have finally been able to tell someone about what's actually happening behind closed doors. Because as we know, victims, they think no one's going to believe them. Why? Because perpetrators or abusers are very, and I'm just going to say it, very slick in when they choose to abuse, how they choose to abuse. People closest to abusers think that could never happen. And when we're telling abusers when we're telling victims that we believe their story, think about that. We are telling them that we know this is happening and that we are going to help them. We can learn the signs, the physical, the emotional, and the behavioral signs of abuse. We've done videos on those, and if you want, you can go back to A Safe Place with Ellen, and we've done videos on those. And learning those and knowing those, it's going to give us more knowledge. The more you can learn about domestic violence, the more support and help that we can give everybody. We want to bring domestic violence out of the dark, and one way of doing that is learning about domestic violence. And if we're serious about helping women, then these are the things that we want to do. And knowing those signs, it's going to help you with a connection in the people that you're trying to help. Because when you say, I'm seeing this, or I've noticed that you're becoming distant, or you're being isolated, they're going to know that you have some understanding of what they're going through. Part of believing the victim is giving the victim assurances. This is not your fault and you don't deserve this, because one of the things that happens in a domestic violence situation, the victim is always made to feel like everything is their fault. The things that the abuser or the perpetrator does, they have a way of twisting that around and manipulating that to make the victim feel like it's their fault. So what we have to do is give them assurances. This isn't your fault. You do not deserve this. Validate a victim's feelings, because it's not unusual for a victim to have conflicting feelings. Guilt, anger, they love them, they hate them, hope, despair, love, fear. All of those feelings that a victim is feeling is normal. So we have to validate those feelings. And as we're validating those feelings, we also have to make it clear that physical violence is not normal and it's not in a healthy relationship. We have to do that without judgment. We have to be able to say, it's normal to still love this person. It's normal to be afraid of this person and still love them. It's normal to be afraid to leave, and to be scared to leave and to want to stay at the same time. Those are normal feelings. And if you think about back when you were breaking up with a boyfriend, that's, he did something wrong, but you still loved him, right? So those feelings are normal. What is not normal is physical violence. That is not normal in a healthy relationship. So when we're talking to victims, we want to make sure that they understand healthy relationships, unhealthy relationships, and that it isn't normal. Physical violence is not normal. They do not deserve it, and it's not their fault. One of the things that we can do is offer specific support, like helping them get phone numbers, helping them find an attorney, find shelter if they're ready to leave, find outreach offices. And for us, you can always give them away. Ask them or let them know that our program, AWAY, formerly Women's Resource Center, we can help them with all of that. We can help find an attorney. We can give them legal support, meaning we can tell them where to find legal support. We can be with them. We can go with them. We can help with domestic violence petitions. We can help them get restraining orders. All of those things that you might need or they might need in getting out of a situation. And even if it's just talking to someone that can give them specifics, refer them to programs, refer them to outreach programs. And do not make promises you can't keep. If you're offering support, make sure that you can give it. If you can't give it, it's okay. Just refer them to someone else. Try to find the people that they need to get in touch with. I'm going to go back to education. We talked about some things that we can do to support the people that we love, and that's educating ourselves with domestic violence information is one of the biggest ways that we can help men and women who find themselves in these situations. If you're watching this, you obviously either know someone or have a great interest in domestic violence, the signs, and may want to help someone. I have to go back to education. I have to go back to bringing domestic violence out of the dark. I think that the more we learn as women, as men, the more we learn about domestic violence, the more we're going to bring it to the forefront and hopefully stop it, or at least bring it down, and be able to recognize it and help these women and men that absolutely find themselves in this situation. So I think I want to leave you with that. I want to leave you with learn. Look at the videos. There are a lot of videos out there with A Safe Place with Ellen, not just with me, but with other women who have so much more to say, and it's such a big problem. I think that, the more we learn, the more we can help. Thank you for taking your time watching this. If you need anything, if you want more information, if you know someone that needs counseling, that needs help with the legal process, or just needs support in filing a petition, or wanting to know how can I leave and how can I leave safe, please call away, and the people who answer the phone will give you all the information that you need. Thank you.